The worst massacre in recent U.S. history leaves the country in shock and sadness. It also raises concerns tonight about safety.
WCBI's Jory Talley sits down with LGBT activists to hear about their reactions to the club shooting. She joins us live in the studio with more. Jory?
Andre and Joey, the three people I talked with, say the shooting brings fear to their community because they could be attacked for just being who they are.
The fact that it happened at a gay club, a place where we're supposed to be able to come together and feel safe and feel like we can be open is the really scary part. I mean, what if it did happen here, you know?
Dustin Smith heard about the massacre as soon as it happened.
I was like, oh my God, this is real. Like, this is happening. And then I found out that 50 people had died and 50 were injured, and it literally rocked my world. Like, it really made me realize how safe we're not.
Having friends in Orlando raised fear even more for Smith and LGBT activist Isabella Martin.
It's just crazy just to think that that could happen, and that it would happen just so close to Mississippi. And just the degrees of separation, like Dustin mentioned with our friend Trey. Just to have a friend that knows friends who frequent that club and could have been there made it just a lot more real.
Making it a lot more real and harder for the LGBT community.
Fear would bring that out in people where they are more reclusive and more, I know people that I work with who are, who have same-sex partners, and it was weird going into work and seeing their faces and wanting to hold them.
Holding each other up during this tragic time is what the community is doing.
It's very important just to have a togetherness because we're like family. Because so many of our own families don't want us. And so you kind of have to choose your own, especially with our community.
The attack on the gay club happened during Gay Pride Month. The FBI is still investigating. It's a nightmare scenario. You're enjoying an evening out and someone walks in and opens fire. What would you do? It's something you don't hear about until you hear about the tragic situations like the massacre in Orlando. Starkville Police Department Public Information Officer Brandon Lovelady says if you do end up in a tragic situation like that, it's very important for responders to know who to look for.
Get low and make your way towards the exits. When you can call 911, it's very important to get a suspect description and tell them what's going on. Tell first responders, or excuse me, their 911 dispatchers, you want to tell them what's going on. Hey, here's an individual dressed like this. This is what's going on in there. As much information as possible.
Lovelady says having as much information as possible helps responders know who they need to look for when they arrive on the scene. He also says it's very important to stay calm in these type of situations.